One day, out of nowhere, you pick up your phone and you catch yourself slowly moving it further and further away from your face just to read it. Sound familiar? If you're over 40, what I'm about to tell you will make so much sense. This is not about screen time, and it's not something you did wrong. This happens to almost every single human being on the planet. We're talking about presbyopia. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is, why it happens, and what you can do about it. Let me paint you a picture. You're 42 years old. Your distance vision is totally fine. You can drive without glasses. You can watch TV perfectly. You can spot your friend across the street, no problem at all. But then you try to read the ingredients on a cereal box in the morning, and it's a blur. You try to thread a needle. Impossible. You're reading a book before bed and you realize you've been holding it at arm's length without even noticing. You go to the eye doctor, half expecting some terrible diagnosis, and they just calmly say, "Oh, that's presbyopia, completely normal at your age." And you sit there thinking, "Normal? This did not feel normal to me." I get it. When your vision suddenly starts changing, it's unsettling. It feels like your body is betraying you. But here's the thing. Once you understand why it happens, it actually becomes a lot less scary and a lot more manageable. So, let's get into it. Okay, so presbyopia, weird word, right? It actually comes from Greek. Presbys means old man and ops means eye. So basically, old eye. Not the most flattering name, but hey, at least it's honest. Here's what's actually happening inside your eye. Behind your pupil, there's a small flexible lens. Think of it like a tiny jelly bean. Soft, clear, and incredibly flexible. Every time you look at something close up, a ring of tiny muscles around that lens squeezes it, making it rounder so it can focus. And when you look far away, those muscles relax and the lens flattens out again. This happens thousands of times a day without you even thinking about it. It's one of the most impressive things your body does automatically. But here's the catch. As you get older, that lens gradually becomes stiffer and less flexible. And those little muscles around it, they start losing their grip. So by the time you're in your early to mid-40s, the lens just can't change shape as easily anymore. It can't get round enough to focus on things close up, and that's presbyopia. Your lens is basically losing its elasticity, like an old rubber band that doesn't stretch the way it used to. Now, here's something important. This is completely separate from nearsightedness or farsightedness. Those are about the shape of your eyeball. Presbyopia is about the flexibility of your lens. Two totally different things. You can be nearsighted and have presbyopia at the same time, and millions of people do. So when exactly does presbyopia show up? For most people, the first signs appear somewhere between 40 and 45 years old. And it doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, gradual process that sneaks up on you. In fact, the lens starts stiffening way before you notice any symptoms. By your mid-40s, it's usually noticeable enough that you start reaching for reading glasses or holding things further away. By your early 50s, it's definitely there. And it continues to slowly progress until around age 60 to 65 when it more or less stabilizes. Now, does it happen to everyone? Pretty much yes. We're talking about 826 million people worldwide currently living with presbyopia. That's not a typo. 826 million. It is one of the most common eye conditions on the entire planet. It doesn't matter if you've had perfect vision your whole life. It doesn't matter if you're the healthiest person in the room. Your lens ages. It's just biology. Quick question for you. Drop it in the comments. How old were you when you first noticed your close-up vision getting worse? I'm genuinely curious. All right, let's talk symptoms. Because presbyopia doesn't always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it's subtle at first. Here's what to watch out for. Holding things further away. This is usually the first sign. Your arm becomes your zoom feature. If you've started stretching your arm out just to read your phone, yeah, that's presbyopia knocking, needing brighter light to read. Suddenly, the lighting in restaurants feels criminally dim. Reading in bed with just a lamp feels impossible. You need more light than you used to. Eye strain and headaches after reading. Your eyes are working overtime trying to focus. After a while, they get tired, and that tiredness shows up as a headache, often around your forehead or temples. Blurry vision when switching focus. You look up from your phone, glance at something across the room, and for a second, everything is slightly blurry before it sharpens up. That delay, classic presbyopia, squinting. You catch yourself squinting to read small text. Squinting actually does help a tiny bit. It narrows your field of vision and can briefly improve focus. But it's your eye's way of saying, I'm struggling here. If you recognize 2 or more of these, it's time to get an eye exam. Not to panic, just to know for sure and figure out your options. Now, the part everyone wants to know. What can you actually do about presbyopia? Good news, you have more options than you think. Reading glasses, the classic solution. Simple, affordable, effective. You just pop them on when you need to read and take them off otherwise. For many people, this is totally fine and all they ever need. The downside? You have to keep track of them. And if you're anything like most people, you'll leave them in every room of the house and still never find them when you need them. Reading glasses come in different strengths, usually starting at $1,800 and going up. An eye doctor can tell you exactly what strength you need. Progressive lenses, these are the upgraded version. 1 pair of glasses, but 3 zones built into the lens. Top part for distance, middle for intermediate like your computer screen, and bottom for reading up close. No line between the zones, seamless transition. Many people absolutely love these once they get used to them. The adjustment period is about 1 to 2 weeks, and some people feel slightly dizzy at first, but most adapt quickly. Contact lenses. Yes, there are contact lenses for presbyopia too. 2 main types, monovision contacts, one eye corrected for distance, the other for near. Your brain learns to blend the 2 images. Sounds weird, but many people adapt really well. Multifocal contacts, similar to progressive glasses but in contact form. Different zones in one lens. More natural for many people than monovision. For those who don't want glasses or contacts at all, there are surgical options. LASIK monovision, laser surgery that corrects one eye for distance and one for near, similar to monovision contacts but permanent. Lens replacement surgery. The natural aging lens is replaced with an artificial multifocal lens implant. This is actually the same procedure as cataract surgery. It's more invasive than LASIK, but it also means you'll never get cataracts in that eye because you've already replaced the lens. Corneal inlays, a tiny ring or a disc inserted into the cornea to improve near vision. Less common, but an option for the right candidates. Surgery is not for everyone. Cost, candidacy, and personal preference all matter. But the options are real, and they work well for many people. Honestly, you can't stop presbyopia, it's biological aging, but you can support your eye health overall. Eat foods rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, leafy greens, eggs, corn. These protect your lens and retina. Omega-3 fatty acids from fish or supplements help with overall eye health. Quit smoking. Smokers develop presbyopia earlier and more severely. Protect your eyes from UV. Wear sunglasses outdoors and get regular eye exams. Catch changes early and adjust your correction as needed. None of these reverse presbyopia, but they absolutely support the long-term health of your eyes. Before I wrap up, I want to ask you a few things, because I genuinely read every comment. Are you over 40 and already dealing with this? Or are you under 40 and watching this as a heads up? Have you tried reading glasses, progressives, or contacts, and what was your experience? And the big one, would you ever consider surgery for presbyopia? Or is that too far for you? Drop your answers below. Seriously, let's talk. These comment conversations are my favorite part of making these videos. Presbyopia is one of those things that feels alarming when it first happens, but once you understand it, it's really just your eyes doing what eyes do after 40. The lens gets stiffer, the focus gets harder, but the solutions are real, they work, and you have more choices than ever before. The most important thing, don't ignore it. Don't just suffer through headaches and squinting and held at arm's length menus. Get your eyes checked. Find what works for you. If this video helped you, or if you know someone who's been complaining about their reading vision lately, share this with them. It might be exactly what they needed to hear. And if you want to keep learning about your eye health in a way that actually makes sense, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Every video I make is designed to give you real information without the confusing medical jargon. I'll see you in the next one.